Welcome to Strat Hockey's broadcast of the Four Nations face-off between Canada, Finland, Sweden, and the United States. This is game one of the tournament. Welcome to Montreal on the opening night of the Four Nations face-off. Hockey's greatest rivalries take center stage as Canada and Sweden open up this round-robin play inside the Bell Center. Every game matters in this short tournament format, with only the top two teams advancing to the final. Canada looks to set the tone on home ice tonight, while Sweden aims to strike early and establish itself as a contender. 3 points around the line, and the road to the championship begins right here. This is Strat Hockey. We're getting ready for that opening face-off in just a moment. Welcome back into the Bell Center in Montreal. This game was originally played on February 12th, 2025. This is between Team Canada and Team Sweden. This is the Four Nations face-off. Welcome in here to Strat Hockey. Let's talk about the starting lineups, and we'll get into the game here in just a sec. Canada is sending out Connor McDavid, centering Mitch Marner and Sam Reinhart. They've got Devon Toews and Cale Makar. Those guys play together on Colorado. They're the defensive pair for Team Canada. Jordan Binnington is the starting goaltender for them. On Team Sweden's side, we've got Mika Zibanejad with William Nylander and Richard Reichel, along with Jonas Brodin and Victor Hedman back on defense, and Philip Gustafsson is the goaltender for them tonight. We're about set to get the puck dropped here in just a sec. All right, the teams are out there. We're about ready to go. McDavid against Zibanejad in the center ice circle here to start this game. Team Sweden is designated as the home team for this game, even though we're in Canada. And the puck is dropped. And McDavid's going to win that faceoff. Works it to Reinhart, and we're underway here. Game one of the Four Nations face-off. Here's Reinhart with it. Early penalty coming, like right away. Nylander's going to go to the box. He's going to give Canada a power play. Right off the face-off.
Team Sweden penalty to number 88, William Nylander. 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 18 seconds.
So Canada gets the first chance on the power play here in the game tonight. And Nylander is in the box. Face-off's won by Team Canada. Marner has it. They're going to work it up over the line now. Set up. Moving down low, here's Marner. Gets around Rackle. Shot by Marner is knocked away by Gustafsson. Zibanejad will knock it back out to center ice. Skating back with it is Marner again. He gets into the zone here. His shot is going to be blocked in front. Puck bounces to Zibanejad, and he'll bounce it back out to center ice. Sweden doing well here to kill this early power play. Zibanejad takes it away again, knocks it back the rest of the way, and Nylander is back on the ice. Team Canada is 0 for 1 on the power play, and we'll see the second liners out there early here in the game. No score from Bell Center, Canada and Sweden. Jesper Bratt has it for Sweden. It's knocked off the puck. Stone will take it back for Canada. He'll work it back up over the line here. That shot's kicked away by Gustafsson. And the rebound's picked up by Raymond for the Red Wings. Moves it back the other way. Gets cross-ice pass. Here's Bratt. They're moving back into the zone now. Shot on net by Bratt, and they score. Early goal, Team Sweden, on a great pass by Raymond. Jesper Bratt scores it, and we are at 1-0. Raymond and Ekholm will get the, not Ekholm. Wait a second. Eriksson Ek. Put the wrong number in there. Eriksson Ek gets the second assist on this one. And on their very first shot of the game, Bennington couldn't stop it. And it's 1-0 Sweden. Puck back to center ice. It's won by Team Sweden, taken by Bratt.
Team Sweden
works it to Eriksson now. They moved over the line one more time.
His first of the tournament.
Shot by Eriksson Ek, and that one is going to be stopped.
Joel Eriksson Ek.
And held on by Bennington.
4 minutes.
Canada's got McKinnon, Crosby, and Stone as their forward line. Eriksson Ek, Bratt, and Raymond for Sweden. Here for these second lines. Puck is dropped. It's won by Sweden. Shot by Raymond off the faceoff is knocked away by Bennington. And now Morrissey will move it out the other way. Gets it to Crosby. He gets around Raymond. They're back into the zone here. Shot on net for Crosby, and they score. They tie it. Sid Crosby with the goal, and we are tied at 1. Morrissey and McKinnon will get the assists on this one. And the third liners will be out there for both teams. As we're now tied at 1, just over 5 minutes into this first period. Sidney Crosby's goal for Morrissey and McKinnon at 5:20 here. Just over a minute after Sweden made it 1-0. Team Canada ties it. Peterson against Sorelli in the faceoff circle, back at center ice, won by Peterson.
Team Canada goal.
They move with it. Knocked off the puck. Doughty will take it back for Team Canada. He's up over the line now.
Josh Morrissey
takes a shot from there. That one's just wide of the net.
Top of the goal. 5:20.
Carlson will try to grab it. It's kept in. Sorelli has it for Canada. His shot is kicked away by Gustafsson. Rebounds grabbed up there by Konechny. He'll fire it in. That one's knocked away. And now Forsberg will move it back for Sweden. He is knocked heavily off the puck. Brandon Hagel got into him. Works it back the other way. He's back into the zone. He's all the way in, and he scores. These are all-star teams, folks. And they are just showing up here tonight. 2-1 now, Team Canada. Exactly 2 minutes after the goal by Crosby, Hagel scores from Doughty and Konechny, and we are at 2-1. Face off back at center ice. Won by Canada, taken by Hagel. They move it into the zone. It's knocked off of his puck. Here's Forsberg. He's going to work back the other way. He's all the way back into the Canadian zone. That shot is going to be knocked away. And the fourth liners will be out there here. 2-1 Canada, 8 minutes into the game. First game of the Four Nations face-off. Jarvis has it for Canada. He's working back into the zone. Tries to get around Brodin. He does. Here's another good chance. Saved there by Gustafsson. Puck was loose, though. It's picked up by Makar, who's out there now. He gets a shot on net, and that one is knocked away. Arvidsson will grab it for Sweden now as they try to move it back. He's met at center ice. Marchand takes him off the puck. He works it back into the zone himself. Another shot on net. And that one is going to be held on by Gustafsson this time. Canada coming on strong after giving up that early goal. point against Lindholm on a face-off to the right of Philip Gustafsson. It's won by Lindholm. He works it to Nyquist as they move it out. He gets it back to Lindholm. They're moving in to the zone, and Tays takes him off the puck. Devon Tays takes it away and moves it back. His pass is blocked down, though. Hedman will take it back, and now McCarr stops him. And we'll see the top liners out there halfway into this first period of play. 2-1 Canada. Connor McDavid with it. Works it to Marner. They're up over the line again. That shot is knocked away. And Zibanejad will grab it for Sweden. His pass is knocked down. McDavid's going to grab it and take it back the other way. He's into the zone now. Shot on net. That one is knocked away. Good save there by Gustafsson. He's holding it down with this intense pressure from Team Canada. Working it back the other way. Here comes Sweden. Zibanejad, he's going to move in on the breakaway. He's all the way back in, and that one ended up being a pretty easy save for Binnington, as Zibanejad had two guys on him and got a shot, but just barely. Working it back the other way, here's Marner. He is knocked into by Victor Hedman. They take it away, and we'll see the second liners out there. Lots of action here in this first period. 2-1 Canada. Gustav Forsling has it for Sweden. Works it to Eriksson Ek. They're up over the line one more time. This one is knocked away. Rebound. Grabbed up by Dahlin. He's going to get a good chance here. His shot is kicked to the corner by Binnington. What a play by Binnington. And now Mark Stone will move it back for Canada. Sticked away from him by Brett as they turn it back into the zone. Another shot there, and Binnington with a big save on a shot by Jesper Bratt. Crosby will move it back the other way. It's knocked off the puck. Here's Raymond, but Crosby took it right back away. Didn't let Raymond get very far. Try to move it the other way. That pass is blocked down, and Eriksson Ek is now going to move back in. This one is another breakaway attempt. Shot on goal, and what another great save there by Binnington, keeping him in, keeping this game tie at a 2-1 score. Third liner is going to be out there. Big action both ways. This has been a fun game so far. 2-1 Canada. Anthony Cirelli has it. It's knocked off of his stick. Peterson will move it back for Sweden. That's an easy shot there. Binnington knocked it away. Another rebound. Peterson gets it. His own rebound. Fires it in on net, and they score. They tie it. Peterson with his own rebound. Ties it up late here in this first period. 2-2. All action both ways here. Matthias Ekholm and Adrian Kempe will get assists on Peterson's goal. We're tied at 2. Puck back to center ice. Won by Sweden. Peterson works it to Kempe. They're back into the zone one more time. It's knocked off of his stick. Konechny will stick it away from him and try to turn it back the other way. It's kept in at the line. Kempe kept it in, but Theodore would not let him get by. Took it back. Gets it over to Hagel now. They're moving back the other way quickly. Hagel's got a goal tonight. He gets up over the line. That one's going to be knocked away by Gustafsson. And now Forsberg will skate back the other way. Late penalty coming here to Team Canada. As we were just about done here with the first period of play, Hagel's going to go to the box. And Sweden will have a carryover power play here.
Team Canada penalty to number 38, Brandon Hagel. 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 19:57.
Puck is dropped, and the first period of play is done here from the Bell Center. Canada and Sweden in Game 1 of the Four Nations face-off. Score after one is 2-2. We'll be back here on Strat Man Hockey for that first intermission report in just a sec. Welcome back here. We've reached the first intermission from the very first game of the Four Nations face-off between Team Canada and Team Sweden. We're tied at 2 after 1. Shots in that first period, Canada had 12 and Sweden had 11. And now both teams, Canada's 0 for 1 on the power play. They did get that one shot on goal. And Sweden is going to be working on their first power play heading into the second period of play. Goals in that first period, Jesper Bratt scored the first of the tournament, first of this game. That was at 4 minutes from Lucas Raymond and Joel Eriksson Ek. That made it 1-0 Sweden. But then just over a minute later, Sidney Crosby from Morrissey and McKinnon tied it at 1. Then Brandon Hagel grabbed one 2 minutes later from Doughty and Konechny. That made it 2-1. And then later in that period at 16:40, Elias Peterson, Matthias Ekholm, and Kempe the assists on that goal. That is where we're at, tied at 2. We'll be back for that second period of play here from the Bell Center in Montreal in just a moment. Welcome back to the second period of play here from the Bell Center in Montreal. Sweden and Canada facing off here in the first game of the Four Nation face-off. Team Sweden's going to get a power play here at the beginning of the period. Teams are tied at 2. The puck drop is imminent here. The puck is dropped, and it's won by the shorthanded unit. Konechny has it. He lifts it back into the Sweden zone. Good early chance for them. Brought back by Forsberg. He'll work back into the zone now. That shot is on net. It's going to be knocked away. Sorelli has it for Canada. He knocks it back out to center ice. Penalty winding down here. First chance on the power play for Sweden. Kempe's back up over the line for them. He'll take a shot from there. That one's going to be gloved down. That was a good chance. That was almost 3-2 right there. Good chance by Kempe. From the Los Angeles Kings, playing here on Team Sweden. Face off to the right of Jordan Binnington here. Face off is won by Sweden. Shot by Forsberg off the face off is kicked away. And now Konechny has it. Knocks it back out to center ice, and Brandon Hagel's back on the ice. The teams are at full strength. Both teams tonight 0 for 1 on the power play. Kempe back with it, though. He's knocked off the puck by Doughty, and they'll try to move it back. It's knocked down, though. Peterson will take it into the zone. He gets around Sorelli. They're down low again. Shot by Peterson here is in the net. They score. They take the lead again. Peterson's second of the game. Right after the power play, 3-2 now, Team Sweden. Carlson will get the only assist on this one. And it's 3-2. Puck back to center ice. Won by Canada this time. Hagel. It's knocked off the puck immediately by Forsberg. He's going to move back into the zone again.
Sweden goal. His second of the game and second of the
That shot's going to be knocked away.
By number 40, Elias Pettersson.
And the fourth liners will be out there early here in this second period.
2:01.
3-2 Sweden now. Jarvis with it for Canada. Gets a good pass. He breaks Marchand into the zone. He's all the way in. This one is knocked away by Gustafsson. Rebound is grabbed up by Arvidsson for Sweden, and he'll try to move it back. He does. He gets a good pass. Here's Lindholm. He's breaking the other way. That one is knocked away. Not as dangerous of a shot. And Point will turn it back for Canada one more time. Try to move it up the boards. It's taken away by Sweden. Lindholm will move it back. His pass is a little too far. And that's going to go for icing. Puck will come back into the Sweden zone here. The Swedish zone, if you will. Canada wins the faceoff. Marchand's shot is blocked. And the top lines will be out there now as Sweden moves it back. They lead at 3-2 here. Early in the second. Brodin has it for Sweden. That's a good pass. Here's Rackle. Why do I keep saying it like that? It doesn't matter. He gets a shot on net. Binnington with the save. Rebound is grabbed up by Nylander. That one is in a net. And it is going to be stopped. And held on this time. Face off to the right of Binnington here between McDavid and Zibanejad. McDavid wins that face-off. Taves try to wrap it up the boards. It's kept in by Hedman. He's going to get a chance down low. That shot is knocked away. Cale Makar has it. Works it up to Reinhart through center ice. Penalty coming to Sweden here. Shot by Reinhart is unnetted in the net. They score and they tie it. Sam Reinhart with his first shot of the game ties it at 3. With a delayed penalty coming. At exactly the same time as Hagel's goal in the first, Reinhart scores from Makar and Marner. And we're tied again. Puck back to center ice. Won by Canada. Reinhart has it again. It's knocked off of his stick. It's brought back the other way. Here's Zibanejad. He's up over the line now. That one's knocked away. And the second liners will be out there. 3-3 to score. 12 minutes left here in the second period from the Bell Center. Stone has it for Canada. It's knocked off the puck. Bratt will bring it back the other way. It's a shot there. It's knocked away. 22-14, the shots favoring Sweden. Crosby the other way for Canada. Nice pass here to Stone. He breaks him into the zone. Here's a shot by Stone, knocked away. What a play there. Mark Stone is stymied by Gustafsson. And Sweden will turn it back the other way. They've got to break away the other way. Here's Bratt all the way back into the zone. He'll fire it on net, and that one is knocked away by Binnington. Back and forth action here through these first two periods. Here's Crosby the other way. He's knocked off the puck. Lucas Raymond will take it back. He'll fire it in on net. That one's knocked away. Rebound's going to be grabbed up by Crosby, and the third liners will be out there. Just under 9 left here in this second period. Hagel has it. Works it to Cirelli. They're over the line. That shot's knocked away. Forsberg will bring it back for Sweden. He's knocked off of his stick. Here's Hagel back the other way. Another penalty coming to Sweden. Hagel over the line. That one's going to be knocked away. And touched up here. Peterson, who's got a pair of goals tonight, is heading to the box. Canada will get their second power play opportunity. As we're tied at 3.
Team Sweden penalty to number 40, Elias Pettersson. 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 12 minutes.
Face off in the neutral zone. It's won by Sweden. They dump it into the zone early here. Brought back. Canada up over the line. Doughty will take a shot for the point, and that one's going to be knocked up into the crowd. Faceoff will be to the left of Gustafsson. Face-off won by Canada again. Shot by Doughty. Deflected in front. That's off of Hagel. That one's knocked away. And now Sweden will grab it. Dump it back out to center ice. Skating back with it. Team Canada. Hagel has it on the left side. He's moving it into the zone. Gets around Forsberg this time. That shot's kicked away. And Carlson will knock it back out to center ice. Elias Peterson's back. And we'll see the fourth liners out there. Sweden has possession. We're tied at 3 here. Second period of play from Bell Center. Hedman has possession of it. Knocked away from him by Taves. He'll move it back the other way. Another delayed penalty coming to Sweden here. Shot by Taves is knocked away by Gustafsson. Rebound is touched up by Sweden. Hedman's going to the box here. Canada will get their third power play. They are 0 for 2 tonight.
Team Sweden penalty to number 77, Victor Hedman. 2 minutes for interference. Time of the penalty, 14:27.
Canada wins the faceoff. McCarr gets a shot right off that faceoff. It's knocked away. Bounces to Gustafsson. He'll knock it back out to center ice. Canada back with it. Jarvis is knocked off the puck as he got to the line, taken away by Brodin. He lifts it back out. Bounces all the way back to the Canadian blue line. It's picked up there by Jarvis. He moves back into the zone. He'll get a shot from there. That one is gloved down by Gustafsson. What a chance by Seth Jarvis. Almost made it 4-3. Faceoff's deep in the Sweden zone again. Swedish zone. Shot by Jarvis off the faceoff is just wide. Rolls around the boards. It's picked up there by Brodin, and he knocks it back out to center ice. Canada back with it. Here's Marchand up over the line. He'll take a shot there that's knocked away. Gustafsson has it. Knocks it back out to center ice. Hedman is back. And so are the top lines. Sweden has possession. We're tied at 3 here. Late in the second. Rackle with it. He works it over to Nylander. His shot is blocked. Taves has it for Canada. Turns it back the other way. Knocked off the puck, though. Hedman will take it away again. He works it back into the zone. He's going to get a good chance here. That one is just off the outside of the post. Grabbed up here as Canada moves it back. McDavid back up over the line the other way. Shot from there, and that one is kicked away. Another great chance by McDavid. Gustafsson has figured him out on his 2 chances. And now here's Nylander the other way. Works it to Zibanejad. Penalty is going to be coming to McDavid. Shot here by Zibanejad. Is knocked away by Binnington. And McDavid will go to the box. Got a glove in there. The refs found it. It was in the wrong place. He's going off for holding.
Team Canada penalty to number 97, Connor McDavid. 2 minutes for holding. Time of the penalty, 18:43.
This will possibly be a carryover penalty. A power play chance here for Sweden again. As it comes late here in this second period. Canadians win the faceoff, though. Shorthanded unit coming up big. Reinhardt has it. He knocks it down the ice. Skating back with it is Nylander. He's up over the line now. You get a shot from there. That one's kicked away. Rebound's grabbed up by Zibanejad. He'll fire it in again, and that one is knocked away. And we've reached the end of this second period of play from Bell Center. We are tied at 3 now after 2. We'll come back for the second intermission report here on Strat Hockey. Just a sec. Welcome back here to the Bell Center. First game of the Four Nations face-off between Canada and Sweden. The score after 2 is 3-all. They were tied at 2 after 1. They were tied at 3 after 2. This has been a really interesting matchup here tonight. A lot of back and forth action, a lot of breakaways, just really quick skating both ways, not a lot of defense. But not what we expected from an all-star tournament like this. The shots in that second period, Canada had 13 for a 2-period total of 25, and Sweden was 16 for a 2-period total of 27. On the power plays, Canada's 0 for 3 with 7 shots. Sweden's working on their second power play. They are 0 for 1. All of their shots, though, coming on this current power play. They got 5 shots on goal before the period ended. But Binnington came up big with that. So goals in that second period, 2:01. Elias Peterson picked up his second of the tournament from Carlson. That made it 3-2 Sweden. And then just over about 5 minutes later, Sam Reinhart made it 3-3 from Makar and Marner. And that's where we're at right now, tied at 3 after 2. We're going to come back for exciting third period action and talk about the possibilities if this does go to overtime. It's a little bit different format for this tournament than we would see in a regular season game. I mean, essentially, if it goes to overtime, it'll be 10 minutes instead of 5. And then if they're still tied after that, then they'll do a 3-round shootout. And then if they're still tied, it's a tie. But teams want to win in regulation because unlike the NHL, in this particular tournament, a team winning in regulation gets 3 points for that win instead of 2, which would be an interesting caveat to see in the NHL. I wonder how things would go if it were like that. But it's not yet, so we can't pretend that it is. Or maybe we could, because we can do whatever we want in our games. Anyway, we'll see you for the third period here on Strat Hockey in just a sec. Welcome back into the Bell Center here. Team Canada, Team Sweden. Third period action. Just about to get started here. Sweden on the power play here. We're tied at 3. Face off 1 at center ice by Sweden. Taken by Brodin, though. We're going to move it into the zone here early on in this third period of play. Brodin's going to take a long range shot. That one's blocked down. Makar has it, knocks it back out to center ice. And McDavid is back. Sweden does not capitalize on their power play. Both teams have had chances. Sweden with 2, Canada with 3. Neither of them have scored on the power plays. Back with it is Rackle. His shot is just wide of the net. Scooped up in the corner now. Makar works it to McDavid, and Zibanejad was not having it. Great players on both sides. McDavid takes it right back, though. He'll move it back into the zone. That one is kicked away by Gustafsson, and Rackle will take it back one more time. Works it to Zibanejad. They're up over the line. Delayed penalty coming to Canada again. There's a shot by Zibanejad that's going to be knocked away. And Cale Makar is going to go to the box. Sweden with another power play. No. Alas. We're going to see an embellishment for Brodin. So no power play. Trip was coming to Makar. They're handing an embellishment to Brodin. And no power play.
Team Canada penalty to number 8, Cale Makar, 2 minutes for tripping. Team Sweden penalty to number 25, Jonas Brodin, 2 minutes for embellishment. Time of the penalties, 2:40.
4-on-4 now. It'll be a 3-on-3 power play or 3-on-3 overtime for 10 minutes if we get there. Face-offs in the neutral zone. One by Canada. Taken by Taze. It's knocked off the puck. Hedman will take it back again for Sweden. They'll fire in on a shot there that's kicked away. Rebound is grabbed up by McDavid. He gets a pass over to Marner. They're moving back into the zone. Another penalty coming. Shot by Marner here, and that one is going to be held on. Touched up. Rackle will go to the box here. Canada will pick up another power play. We'll be 4-on-3 for just a moment. And then Brodin and Makar will be back on the ice.
Team Sweden penalty to number 67, Rickard Rakal, 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 4 minutes.
Puck is dropped at center ice. Shorthanded unit wins it. Puck is loose, though. It's going to be grabbed by Hedman. He knocks it down the ice. Makar and Brodin are back. Brought back by Marner for Team Canada. Zabinajad gets the puck away from him. And he'll knock it back out. I mean, they're skilled offensively for sure, and we're seeing their skills defensively. Brought back the other way. Here's Reinhart. He's going to work it up over the line now. Takes a shot from there that's knocked away. Puck comes to Hedman. And he bounces it up the boards back into the Canadian zone. Just over 5 gone by here in the third period. We're tied at 3 still. Coming back is Reinhart one more time. He gets around Brodin. He'll take a shot there that's knocked away. Sweden knocks it all the way back out. And Reichel is back. Canadians are unsuccessful again on the power play. Here's Taze. His shot is blocked in front. It's turned back by Brodin. The other way. That's a good pass. Here's Zabinajad. He's going to move in on the breakaway. That one is knocked away by Binnington. Rebound's grabbed by Reinhart. They'll turn it back the other way. Kept in, though. Nylander has it now as he took it away. That shot's kicked away. Marner now will try it again. Rackle took it away from him at center ice. He'll turn back into the zone. His shot is blocked in front. Comes to Reinhart. And he'll pass it out through center ice. Marner, the other way. Shot here is knocked away by Gustafsson. And we'll see the second liners out there. 12 minutes left in regulation time here. Tied at 3. Canada and Sweden. Eriksson Ek is skating with it. Referee's hand is up. Lines just got out there. We'll see another penalty. McKinnon's going to go. Sweden will pick up their third power play.
Team Canada penalty to number 29, Nathan McKinnon. 2 minutes for hooking. Time of the penalty, 8:40.
Face off in the neutral zone. Won by Sweden. Eriksson Ek has it. They're moving up over the line now. There's a shot. Pass back to Dahlin. He'll get a shot there. It's knocked away. Comes to Parayko. He'll knock it back out. Skinny back with it is Raymond. Gets around Crosby this time. Shot there is knocked away. And Sidney Crosby will try to knock it back out. It's knocked down, though. It's kept in by Eriksson Ek. This is going to be a good chance. That one is kicked away. Ended up being good, but not dangerous, as Morrissey grabs it and knocks it back out to center ice. Just under halfway done here in this third period. Still tied at 3. Jasper Bratt will bring it back the other way. It's knocked off of his stick by Stone. He can't knock it out, though. It's kept in again by Eriksson Ek. He'll get a shot on net, and they score. This is going to be a power play goal. They finally break the mold on that one, and they take the lead once again. Dahlin and Raymond will pick up assists on this one. And the faceoff will come back to center ice. Won by Canada.
Team Sweden goal.
Morrissey. It's knocked off the puck. Forsling will bring it back for Sweden. He'll make it back into the zone. That one's kicked away by Binnington.
Rasmus Dahlin. And number 23, Lucas Raymond. Time of the goal.
Crosby tried to move it out. It's kept in. Raymond has it. That shot is blocked down in front. And now McKinnon will try to turn it back out. A little too far. That's going to bounce all the way back for icing. Back into the Sweden zone. The puck will come all the way back to the right of Jordan Binnington. Canada wins that faceoff, though. Morrissey couldn't get it out of the zone. It's kept in by Forsling. Another penalty coming to Canada. Shot here by Forsling is going to be knocked away. Morrissey's going to the box for 4 minutes with not that much time left in this game.
Team Canada penalty to number 44, Josh Morrissey. A 4-minute double minor for high sticking. Time of the penalty, 13:41.
This is a chance for Sweden to put this game away. Morrissey is going off for 4. Sweden wins that faceoff. Jasper Bratt has it. Gets a pass down low. Here's a shot by Eriksson Ek. That one is knocked away. Rebound was there, though. It's grabbed up by Forsling. He picks it up. He fires it in on net. That one's knocked away. Parayko will knock it back out. No, it's kept in. At the line, here is Bratt. He works down low. That one's knocked away again. McKinnon with the puck. He manages to get it out this time. Scanning back with it is Raymond. Gets around Crosby this time. Raymond will take a shot off a Brat's stick. It's deflected and knocked away. Comes to Crosby. He knocks it back out to center ice. Skating back one more time. Here's Brat. He'll take a shot that's going to be deflected up into the crowd. Sweden with 14 of their 42 shots on the power play here tonight. Shots are 42-30 favoring Sweden. They win that faceoff. Brat with another shot here. Eriksson Ek gets his stick on it in front. It's deflected in on Bennington. He knocks it away. Comes to Crosby, knocks it back out. First half of the penalties are done. Running out of time here for Canada. Crosby takes possession of again and knocks it all the way back down the ice. Skating back with it is Eriksson Ek. Taken away by Parayko. Trying to knock it out. It's kept in by Brat, though. He'll shoot it there. It's knocked away again. Rebound picked up by Raymond. Raymond shot in there. That one's kicked away. Puck is still loose in there. Forsling will grab it. He'll fire it in there. That one is knocked away. My goodness. Canada cannot get a handle on this puck. Here's Eriksson Ek now with a rebound attempt. That one is kicked away. And Crosby finally gets it and drives it all the way back down the ice. Penalties to Morrissey are almost done. Canada is almost out of time here. Eriksson Ek the other way. That's his sixth shot now as it's kicked away. His ninth of the game and 6 on the power play. Canada knocks it back out. Teams are at even strength. Canadians kill off the power play. Puck is taken away at center ice by Parayko. Canada is pulling their goaltender. Extra attacker is Bennington as Stone moves it back into the zone. Penalty coming to Sweden here as Brat will go to the box. And the Canadians will get a chance on the power play with regulation almost done. They got to score a power play goal right here to force overtime.
Team Sweden penalty to number 63, Jesper Bratt. 2 minutes for holding. Time of the penalty, 19:04.
This will be their 5th power play opportunity. Empty net for Canada. McDavid is out there. Brat's in the box. Face-off is won by Canada. They're working it into the zone. Here's Crosby. Pass to him. He fires it in on the net and they score. They tie it. This game's going to overtime. Power play goal. Sidney Crosby, Team Canada. This game is tied at 4. With the extra attacker on the ice. Canada scores. Crosby's second of the game.
Team Canada,
Stone and McKinnon will get the assists.
His second of the game and second of the tournament. Scored by number 87.
Exactly what needed to happen here.
Assist to number 61,
Face off back at center ice.
And number 29, Nathan McKinnon.
Won by Canada.
Time of the goal.
Crosby has it. Gets a pass over to Stone. They're moving back into the zone. That one's going to be knocked away, and we've reached the end of regulation time. We're going to talk more about what this overtime is going to look like. It's going to be 10 minutes long. And we'll probably see 3-on-3 matchups both ways. But we'll come back for the intermission report, talk about what happened in that third period when we get back. We're back here for the intermission report before overtime. Here, first game of the Four Nations face-off between Canada and Sweden. We were tied at 4. Unbelievable game here tonight. The shots in that third period, Canada was 7 for a regulation total of 32 shots on goal. Sweden had 21 shots. They have 48 shots overall. So Binnington has turned away 44 of 48 shots from Sweden. The power plays, Canada, they made it happen. Their only goal, each team only scored a goal in that third. Both of them were on the power play. Crosby scored. So that was one. They're 1 for 5 with 10 shots. Sweden's 1 for 5 with 20 shots on the power play. They had 15 in that third period of the 3 attempts that they had, and they put 1 in. At 10:23, Mattias Ekholm scored from Rasmus Dahlin and Lucas Raymond. That was at 10:23. That made it 4-3. And then with the goaltender pulled, Jasper Bratt went to the box. Sidney Crosby scored his second of the game on the power play for Matt Stone and Nathan MacKinnon. And that's where we're at. We're tied at 4. So now we will go to a 3-on-3 10-minute overtime. Each team will have 3 lines that they'll send out there. So the top line for Canada will be McDavid with Marner and Makar. Their second line will be McKinnon with Crosby and Taves, and their third line will be Reinhart with Stone and Morrissey. For Sweden, they have Zibanejad with Nylander and Hedman as their top line. Then they'll send out Eriksson Ek with Raymond and Brodin as their second line, and then Peterson with Forsberg and Carlson as their third line. And if we are still tied after 10, then we'll have a 3-round shootout. And then if we're still tied, we're tied. Let me check that. Now, I looked at it again. It's actually the same as the NHL. The difference is a 10-minute overtime. That's the only difference. We're ready for overtime. Puck will be dropped at center ice. It's won by Sweden. Nylander has it. Take it away from him by Makar. He's going to move it back into the zone now. Hedman knocked him off the puck, and Sweden takes back possession. They're moving it into the zone now. Zibanejad will get a chance. That one's on net, and they score. Right like that, the game is over. Team Sweden, on their first shot of overtime, wins it here in overtime. 5-4 on a goal by Zibanejad.
Team Sweden goal, his first in the tournament, scored by number 93, Mika Zibanejad. Assist to number 77, Victor Hedman. Time of the goal, 55 seconds.
So Sweden will pick up 2 points for the win here in overtime. Canada gets 1 for the overtime loss. And Canada is upset here at home in the first game of this tournament by Team Sweden, as they score just 55 seconds into overtime to win the game. So that goal is at 55 seconds. Zibanejad from Hedman. Sweden wins at 5-4. The winning goaltender tonight is Philip Gustafsson. The losing goaltender, Jordan Binnington. And Team Sweden gets the upper hand here in the first game and puts themselves right into first place here in the tournament after this game winning goal by Mika Zibanejad. The next game and this tournament that we'll be covering here will be the U.S. playing against Finland. That'll be our next broadcast here on Stratman Hockey. The final here today from the Bell Center in Canada, Sweden 5 and Canada 4 in overtime. Thanks for listening to Stratman Hockey. We'll have the rest of this tournament, and we'll look forward to that next broadcast. Thanks for listening. Take care. Bye-bye.